Six dungeon delvers encounter a hall filled with nasty stone trolls and their direwolf pets. It's combat, in the fashion of GURPS Dungeon Fantasy, here on Nosh Solo.
Gosh, really got some nice toys here.
All right, well, let me introduce our plucky adventurers, all created on 250 character points. We have Sir Percy, the knight, a human being. We have Callowin, the wizard, a gnome. We have Dank, the barbarian, a 9-foot-tall human being. We have Alishan, the bard, a human. And we have Rathric, the cleric, a dwarf. And finally, Wilhelmina, the thief, a halfling. And opposing them are these stone trolls. There's 6 of them. And their direwolf pets, there are 3. The stone trolls are 220 points. And the direwolves are 66 points. So, I have set the map up with the player's preview. This is what a player would see if I was hosting a game. I'm just going to quickly turn that off so you can see the hall that they find themselves in. So it's a pretty straightforward hall with a large statue at the one end with some large candles lit, and our adventurers at the other end with their torches lit. There's 2 of them that are holding torches. And with Fantasy Grounds Unity, depending on who is selected, that determines, what you see as a player. So in this case, Sir Percy the Knight can see Stone Troll 4 and Stone Troll 2 backlit, as it were, from these candles. Dank, the same thing. Rathric, the same thing. Alishan, the same thing. So once these stone trolls move a little closer into the range of their torchlight, they will become more visible. But for now, the plucky adventurers only see 2 trolls. But where there are 2 trolls, there are probably more trolls. And they perhaps have already heard the deep grumbling growls of these dire wolves. We're going to go right into combat, starting with Sir Percy, who is going to move forward. He's got a movement of 3 because he's medium encumbered. 1, 2, 3. So he doesn't really want to move beyond the range of that torchlight for fear of having his attacks affected. Callowin the wizard. Well, she can see the 2 stone trolls. She's going to begin to concentrate on a fireball spell. Next, we have Dank the Barbarian. He will move forward. He's got a move of 5. He's lightly encumbered. 1, 2, 3. But he doesn't want to go any further again for the same reasons of not being able to attack as effectively in the dark. Alishan the Bard. She sees the 2 stone trolls, but I think in her mind she suspects there's more. So she is going to wait. And once she sees more, then she will begin to play her lute and use her bard song Rapier Wit to try to stun her opponents. And this brings us to Stone Troll 1. I'm just going to remove the player vision preview mode so I can see the hexes to move them. They have a move of 6. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're all going to just advance towards the heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, five. I'll say 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's as far as he can go with these large. They're all size modifier 1, so they're actually quite large. That's as far as he can go with that move. Rathric. Now, what does Rathric see? I'm going to put the player preview vision back on. So Rathric now sees that there are 3 stone trolls. So he is going to start to concentrate on a Sunbolt spell. Now, this isn't going to trigger Elysian's weight because she, again, is suspecting there's more. I think what she's looking for is like when they all come into the light. So she's not. This isn't going to trigger her weight yet. So Direwolf 1 has a move of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go back to turning on the player preview. So now Elysian the Bard can see that there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible opponents. I'm going to say this triggers her action. And she is going to start to sing and play the lute to try to effectively stun with Rapier Wit the enemy she can see. And if we click on her Bard Song Rapier, what we see here is that she's at -1 to her roll, because she's going to have to roll against her Bard skill. She'll be at -1 per opponent beyond the first to affect a group. All right. So, and it says she has to know something about the entire group that they have in common. Like they're all flunkies of the same household or members of the same military unit. Well, I want to say she knows they're part of the same raiding party. How's that? That's part of why they're in this dungeon to begin with. So she is going to use Bard Song Rapier Wit, sing a song, play a tune that effectively weaves a stunning effect over these that she can see. So if we're looking at the -1 after the first that she can see, that would be -1, -2, -3, -4, be a -5 to her roll. And her Bard skill is 14. So that would be, I said, -5 to her roll. Well, why not? -5. Let's see how she does. Fails by 3. So I'm going to say that did absolutely nothing. She tried. She overextended her capabilities there. Okay, fair enough. So we're going to jump to Wilhelmina, the thief. Now, in Dungeon Fantasy, when combat breaks out, a rogue can actually make a stealth check. In this case, because Wilhelmina has the wild skill of thief, her stealth falls under that. But she can make a roll to effectively enter the shadows. And if she's successful, she can pop up behind one of these creatures. Now, there are various modifiers to this, but I'm going to say that she is so small. What modifier does she have for? Yeah, she's -2 for a size mod. I'm going to say that as soon as they came down here and saw these stone trolls, that she ducked into the shadows and started to maneuver her way around to be ready to spring into action on one of these stone trolls. So let's see if she successfully rolls against her thief skill. And she succeeds by 6. Awesome. So if we take a look at the Dungeon Fantasy, not that one, Dungeons, and we look down under Combat, you'll see the roguish skills in battle. And so, yeah, she can try their stealth roll. And now it did say some penalties for encumbrance. Well, I think she's lightly encumbered. She has no encumbrance. So there we go. So success lets her attack the nearest foe I choose from behind. Okay. So I would say that would be the dire wolf, although I don't know that she wants to be behind the dire wolf with all these behind her. So I'm going to rule that she, well, she did make it by 6. So I'm going to say that she gets to move behind this one. Correction. Let's put her behind this one. That's a little more advantageous. I know the thieves out there watching this are celebrating my decision to not set her up for failure. Okay, so there she is. She's behind this person in a rear hex. And then she gets to, I believe, backstab. So we're just going to take a look again at the rules here for roguish skills in battle. She gets a +4 to hit because she can afford to be completely telegraphic against this opponent who can't see her. Helps offset a -3 for vitals. Okay, fair enough. All right, I think that's what she'll do. Okay. So she's going to try to backstab this stone troll. And what does she have for weapons? She has a small sword. I should have added, say, a thrust here. So she's going to try to hit this stone troll in the vitals. She would be at +4, -3 for the vitals. So that would be a +1 to her attack. I also think that she is going to use some fatigue to increase the damage of this attack as well. So yeah, she will spend a fatigue point for extra effort to make a strong attack, as she could do under an all-out attack, for +2 damage on her roll. Let's see how she does. This is to the vitals. Success by 6. Excellent. No defense for this stone troll because it's completely unanticipated. Her damage, she gets a +2. Let's see if she can pierce that stone troll's DR of 2. Oh, maximum damage. Well done, Wilhelmina. So 8 points of damage to stone troll 1, minus the minus the DR of 2. So that's 6. Tripled is 18 points of damage to this stone troll, who is immediately gone to half move and dodge. And because of the absolute amount of damage, it's well over half the stone troll's hit points. The stone troll will have to make a health roll to resist being stunning and knocked down. But these trolls have high pain threshold, which gives them a +3 on their health checks for this. But let's see what happens. Success by 3. So no stun. These trolls also, because of the high pain threshold, never suffer from shock. However, she has severely crippled this stone troll so very badly, down to 2 hit points. Well done, Wilhelmina. Okay, so that was Wilhelmina's turn. Now we go back to Sir Percy the Knight. So let's zoom in here on Sir Percy. Sir Percy is going to take a step and attack this. Well, really, this direwolf is so large. Sir Percy is simply going to hit the stone wolf. So he'll take a step. I don't think that quantifies as close combat, but it might because of the size of the dire wolf, simply represented on the map here. So it would be sort of like he's stepping forward enough to be able to strike the dire wolf. That's what I'm. Yeah, that's precisely what it is. That is the size of a dire wolf at size modifier +1. Okay, so that's all he's doing, is he's literally just taking a small step forward to strike the dire wolf, and he has a one-handed. Bastard Sword is using one-handed. He's got a skill level of 17. Let's see if he hits the dire wolf. Success by 10. He needed. Well, now that's not, unfortunately, a critical hit, but certainly it is a very solid hit. Let's see if the dire wolf can dodge this blow. That's dire wolf 3. Okay, here we go. Dodge of 9. Fails by 1. Okay, so he does 2d plus 6 cutting damage on the dire wolf. 15 points of damage on the dire wolf. The dire wolf has a damage resistance of 2, so that's 13 points of damage. Any cutting damage is multiplied by 1.5, and so that would be 19 points of damage in total. So a very good hit by Sir Percy, and the wolf is brought down to 1/3 hit points, instantly having its move and dodge, and it will have to make a health check to not be stunned and to fall down on all fours. And it just succeeds. These wolves have a health of 13. They are dire indeed. Okay, but this wolf will be in shock, so I'm going to drop a shock penalty for the -4 on its next turn if it tries to attack. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. Next actor is Callum the Wizard. She has been concentrating for a turn on a fireball. She can see this stone troll. So she's going to continue to concentrate and build this fireball. Dank the Barbarian. So Dank basically is going to take a bit of a step back and attack this direwolf with his axe. And he has a medium shield, and he has an axe, and his level with his axe is 16. So let's see what he does. He succeeds by 3. So Direwolf 2, again, can try to make a dodge. It's got to dodge a 9. And easily dodges that axe head. Alishan the Bard. Well, Alishan, you kind of failed on your last, you did fail on your last attempt to stun. So I think Alishan is going to try to once again use her Bard Song Rapier Wit. But this time, she's going to try to stun these wolves. Now, what is the IQ of these wolves? That's a very good question. It is 4. So actually, I don't think she can use Rapier Wit against a dire wolf because its IQ may be too low. Let's just take a look at this again and see if I'm accurate on that point. It could be that they are just too dull or unable to be affected by that. I think I was wrong in my earlier guess on this because really and truly they kind of need to be able to understand the verbal attack, right? Okay, so if that's the case, and I think I'm not wrong on that, I think she is going to target the 3 stone trolls she can see, or perhaps she'll take another weight maneuver and see if more trolls appear. I think she'll take a weight, and if more trolls appear, let's say if 2 more trolls appear, she is going to try to stun them all. If 2 more appear, that's what she'll do. So she's taking a weight maneuver. Stone Troll 1 is not stunned and is going to spin in place to try to attack Wilhelmina. So 1, 2, 3. Now, stone trolls have night vision of 5, which means even with this torchlight, he can easily see Wilhelmina the thief. So I'm going to say there's no modifier for him trying to hit her, although she is so small and he is so big, right? Typically, if a size mod 0 person was attacking a size mod -2 individual, they would have -2 to their attack. Because he's size mod 1 and she's -2, it's going to be a -3 for him to attack her. So let's see. I'm going to put a modifier of -3 here. And let's see if the stone troll can hit her with his maul. Success by 0. Okay, so Wilhelmina is going to have to dodge. So Wilhelmina has a fantastic dodge of 11. So she is going to simply, she's just going to dodge. Let's see how she does. Success by 2, no problem. So she dodges the maul swinging down on her. Stone Troll 2, he is going to move forward. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just comes up here into almost range of, or in range of Denk, but won't attack until next turn. Stone Troll 2 sort of has a line of very large creatures in front. He is going to try to move around, so he's going to go 1, 2, and now he's got to go back into a side hex. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, but he's only got 6. So he goes there. And then Stone Troll 4, sorry, is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and turn one facing at the end of that move. Now, I'm going to go back to Alishan. Does this trigger anything for her? I said if 2 more stone trolls appear in her vision. Well, that's 1, 2. And there's that one, and that one, and that one. So it would be, if she's going to do this, it would activate her action. So -1, -2, -3. That would be a -4. So let's see if she does it. -4 to her bard skill to sing and try to stun these stone trolls. Fails by 2 again. Yeah, she's just not that good with higher numbers. All right. Stone Troll 5 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Change facing. And Stone Troll 6 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Which brings us to Rathric the Cleric, who has been concentrating for 1 turn. Rathric is going to continue concentrating for another turn. Direwolf 1 is going to go 1, 2, 3, and go into close combat here with Dank to try to bite Dank, but we'll do that next turn. Direwolf 2 is going to take a kind of a step and get into close combat and take a bite of Dank. So, here we go. Success by 1. Dank, feeling a little hemmed in, is going to retreat a hex. Okay. Maybe this way, sorry. And is going to try to block. So by retreating a hex, gets a +1 to the block skill. And Dank has also got a defensive bonus towards his torso of 2 from his shield. Has a block of 11. So this would give him a +3 to 11. I think it's got a fair shot at it. Let's see. Success by 2. So manages to block the Direwolf's bite. Direwolf 3 will step into close combat here with Sir Percy and try to bite at shock of -4 because of its damage. All right, come on now. There we go. And succeeds by 4. So Sir Percy will have to block. Sir Percy's got a large shield. Now, once again, I always forget to add a modifier for that large shield every time. When he attacks, he's at -2. When he defends, though, he gets a great bonus from his shield, which is 3. So he's going to get 3. He is going to... can't really... Well, it's really hard for him to move anywhere, I think. So he is going to do a feverish defense and get another +2 onto his block. Because in close combat, his defensive bonus goes against him. So then I got to remove that by 3. So he gets it was 5 -3 is 2. So let's see if he blocks. Success by 5. All right. So be it. Okay. Wilhelmina the Thief. She is going to try to stab the stone troll who is now in front of her with her thrusting. And she is going to do another extra effort for a strong attack with a +2 damage. She has 16. She is going to go for another vital strike at -3. Here we go. Failed by 2. All right. Sir Percy the Knight. So we're now in the 3rd second of combat. And Sir Percy really needs to not be hemmed in here because his shield is going to be more of a problem when he's in close combat. But what can he do? Not much. So he is going to, with a -3 from that shield, this defensive bonus, with a -2 because of its size for any attack. He is going to try to hit this wolf and get this wolf out of action. He's at -5 for his attack here. But he gets a +1 because of the size of the wolf. So -4. Success by 5. Okay. So he manages to strike that wolf. Let's see if the wolf dodges. Ooh, that's right. Its dodge has been reduced because of the damage it's taken. Fails to dodge. So Sir Percy does 2d +6 cutting. Ooh, 17 points of cutting damage on that wolf. Well, 17 -2 is 15. And half of 15 would be another 7. So that would be 22 points of damage on this wolf, if my math is correct. And this is Direwolf 3, so that's another 22 points of damage on top of its already existing 19, which takes it to 41 points of damage. That drops it to -16 health, and it's not quite ready for a death check, but it's going to have to make a roll to stay conscious next turn, and it has to definitely roll to not be stunned. Let's see if it's stunned. It's stunned, and it collapses on the ground. So it's still very much awake, but it is stunned and can do nothing on its next turn. So where's my stun? There it is. Physical stun. Okay. All right. Well, my gosh. Next actor, please. Callum the Wizard. She has been now concentrating for 2 turns. So Callum, seeing that this big troll is bearing down on her, is going to now cast her fireball spell. So in GURPS, you have to roll to cast your spell first to form it up. She has a staff, so she's going to use the staff to close the distance between her and this stone troll when it comes time to fire it off. So if we open the fireball spell, you can see here that she can put any amount up to her maximum magery level per second for 3 seconds. And she can use a staff. The bolt is fired from the end of the staff. Well, Kelwyn has magery of 4. So she's had 2 turns to concentrate. I'm going to say that she put 2 points each turn into this fireball for a 4-point fireball in the end. Because her skill level is so high with fireball, though, she gets to reduce that amount by 1. And so she's only really spent 3 fatigue points to cast this spell, if she's successful in casting it. So let's see if she's successful in casting it. She certainly is. So she casts the fireball. It's now sitting on the end of her staff. She's going to take the 3 points fatigue that it the energy it took to cast that fireball. And next turn, she can aim. Okay, so that's her turn. And I'm going to take the concentrate off there. All right. Dank the Barbarian. Well, Dank, you've got a lot of enemies around you. So, Dank is going to step to the side and attack Direwolf number 1 with his axe. Okay, here we go. And that's success by 2. Direwolf 1 can try to dodge. And fails by 4. All right, so Dank does an amazing 3 dice plus 7 cutting damage. Ooh, this is not going to be pretty. 23 cutting damage to that dire wolf. 23. 23 minus the 2 for DR times 1.5 for cutting is 31 points of damage in one blow against this wolf. Wow. Instantly taking the wolf to minus 6 hit points, instantly having its move and dodge. And I believe that the puppy is going to have to, make an instant health check to stay unstunned and standing. And does. However, will be in shock of minus 4 on its next turn because of the damage it took. There we go. Okay. Alishan the Bard. Do you get the sense that maybe Alishan's getting a little upset with herself? So she is going to now sing again. And she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be minus 1, minus 2. So she's going to do a minus 3 on her Bard skill. Here we go. Failed by 2 again. Maybe she should stick to just 2 people? Stone Troll 1 is going to try to attack Wilhelmina. And possibly succeeds. Wilhelmina has an amazing dodge of 11. So she is going to burn another... she's going to burn another fatigue point to give her a +2 onto her dodge. And she critically failed her dodge. Oh my god.